don't forget to watch the main Summer of Sonic video. Just click the button on your screen right now.
So because you've come all the way from America, there is talk of, there's been talk since we did the first one actually, of a possibility of Summer of Sonic in the USA. What would your thoughts be on that, and what do you think they could do differently to actually make it stand out from the UK event?
Oh, well, obviously, I mean, that was definitely talked about on the forums. I saw when Dreadnuts brought it up, and he brought up a really good point. The USA is a big mother-freaking country. I mean, and it's going to be a lot of work to get, like, an event like this to put together. Yeah, a big mother-oaking country. And basically...
Folking, that is for folk.
Folking, yes, folk, yeah, the folk of America, definitely.
Keep going.
And, I mean, honestly, it would take a lot of organization but I think that the event in America, I mean, just based on the fact that America has such a high tourist population and such, not to say that London doesn't, but America, I mean, like, if you organize something in New York City, imagine the venue it will receive, you know?
Yeah, well, on discussion of that, I think that's something worth discussing, since we actually have got a born and bred American here. We have actually had team discussions on doing Summer of Sonic in America. It's not something that is lost on us. We are still very centred on doing the UK one because this is where it started, this is where everything started, and this is our main base. We're definitely keeping this up. Where it comes to America, questions that we have are to do with location mainly. As you say, it's a huge country, absolutely massive. And the problems that we've got is, as you say, New York City, I always think, is a very good place to set it. But New York is also happens to be basically a coastal state. And the problem with that is that then you've got the whole other side of the country of that coast missing. Now, if you place it dead centre of the country, there's not really any major cities in the middle of the country to get everyone to attract to. So, yeah, so basically you go to Tumbleweed Town for a Sonic convention, which doesn't inspire confidence. So we're stuck between. So the discussions have been whether to place it in Tumbleweed Town, to place it on one coast and see how it does, or to try and set two, one in the sort of the east coast, one in the west coast, and see what happens. The problem is, doing the east and west coast would be the best solution, but the issues we'd have is additional stress. Considering this is all a free event done by the fans, this isn't done commercially. So this would be an extra 2 events. It would take all the main staff out of their home country into a new country entirely, and we'd have to learn about how things work in America and try and get the event to work twice over rather than once over. So you can see from that just how hard a Summer of Sonic USA would be. Not to say it would never happen. It's something that's always in the pipeline. I mean, if Summer of Sonic in America was going to happen, what would your suggestions be? Being from America, you're going to have a better idea of what that audience is going to be wanting than we will. So if you come up with a suggestion, what sort of things do you think they would rather see than we would have here?
Well, honestly, something like that's a very deep question because there's a lot of options that could be said for that. I mean, well, one thing that I would know that Americans would like, especially New Yorkers, I mean, we all know New Yorkers have seen a lot, you know, especially with like the previous things that have happened. You know, New Yorkers have it kind of rough a little bit. It's one of the most expensive states in the country, so we're pretty hard to entertain. However, when it comes to video games and such, we're actually a pretty cool crowd. If you already know, there's a Nintendo World in America that does good with video games. And I think like taking an approach like them would be good. Pretty much get a venue and get as many games possible as you can set up here and just like have it so it's like a free-for-all. Honestly, there's not much here that you're doing that would be too different from working well in America, really. I mean,
so you're saying basically what we do in Summer of Sonic UK would work very well for Summer of Sonic USA?
Yeah, I'm having a wonderful time, and I'm a full-bred American. You know, there's nothing but American in me, you hear me? But, like, honestly, like...
Well, that's arguable.
Yeah, you can imagine, right? Yeah, right?
That's bad, I am sorry. I apologise.
No, it's fine. I'm all for it. I mean, what do you think? I didn't know I was coming to the UK, but yeah, I mean, honestly, like, I'm having one of the greatest times ever here. And just the fact that it's the community coming together, not just random people, you know? Everybody here has something in common. We all love the Blue Bastard, you know? So, I mean, that's just one thing that we all have in common, and that's one thing that we'll all be able to relate to. That's one thing we'll all be able to enjoy.
What we need is, like, so people like yourself who come along to the event, we know that you've already put effort in. If we were to take it to America, I'm pretty certain if we took this to America, you'd be willing to help out.
Of course. I mean, I do anything for this community. I mean, everybody who knows my reputation on this SSMB, they know that I'm all for the community. Right now, I mean, I'm working on getting those forums released. I'm working on the event coming for them. So, honestly, I mean, I'm all about it. I mean, if it happened in America, I'd be the first one to jump on board, you know? I mean, cost is nothing to me, you know? I mean, of course it's something, but I mean, in terms of spending it for the good of the community, it's nothing.
No. So, I mean, it's that sort of thing. Now we know we've got at least one person we can rely on. That's the thing. We need to build up a community of people in America, and so we do need to build up that sort of community. My suggestion. Hello, you raving freak.
We all must stick together. Sonic Heroes.
Sonic Heroes, definitely.
Power teamwork.
Yeah.
Power teamwork.
You have to be Power, I'm afraid.
Yeah, right.
I'm Fly.
No.
Because I am Fly.
No.
You're Speed. Because I want you to get out.
You get out.
Okay. But no, basically my suggestion would be to the American community, if you want to see a Summer of Sonic in the USA, your best bet is to start your own community meetups.
Best
you
bet
yourself
is to not
can start
ask
doing
me.
them. Yeah, not ask the UK staff to do it for you. Do your own meetups. Doesn't matter if you think that no one's going to turn up, just do it. And
Talking about an American Summer of Sonic. When did we say this?
I'm not saying it. I'm making suggestions to the Americans to help each other out.
Summer of Sonic USA.
I remember saying yes to the idea of a Summer of Sonic
Yes, I remember
USA.
saying yes to the idea.
I'm giving suggestions to the Americans.
Well, what I would say, it's been recorded or live?
Yes, it is recorded.
Recorded, okay. Well, we've got Aaron Webber, who's Ruby Eclipse down. He's under strict instructions from me to take notes.
So we do have a.
Done.
There is a community manager taking notes. We have Iceman has already suggested that he would be more than willing to help out with the Summer of Sonic.
I think Iceman should do the next one.
I think you should be in charge.
I mean, honestly,
All you need is you need to find another shorter black man who's in
Sorry,
Plaid.
guys, can I steal Dread?
You may. He wasn't invited anyway. You need a shorter black man in Plaid to be Carlton Banks, and you've got it.
exactly. That's the duo that'll make it happen.
That's the deal that will make it happen. You can sell it to Sega based on that. So I'll make sure if I do come to a Summer of Sonic USA not to say these sort of jokes, because I'm sure that it works with you, because you're a good sport. I like you, and we get on really well. This is so Iceman, good man. Anybody wants to look up anything to do with Summer of Sonic USA,
And
any
I'm single.
suggestions, please send him his way.
Don't forget to watch the main Summer of Sonic video. Just click the button on your screen right now.